much to film, Mark.
Just keep filming. That's it. Got it?
Yeah, got it.
There it is on the left corner of it. Take a picture.
Shit, can't see. Cool.
Alright, get up there. I'm gonna take a picture. Yep. Keep filming. Just get in close-ups. That'd be neat.
Where's George?
Want to get a picture of George?
Yeah, okay, go over.
I swear he blinked. At least film the sign. Wasn't one in the other directions. on record?
Yep. For the cave. You got a full battery?
In there. Oui, c'est beaucoup.
Good afternoon, everybody. I would like to welcome everyone here to Jewel Cave National Monument. My name is Sarah, and I'm going to be walking with you as we go through the cave today. Have any of you visited this cave before? You've been here to Jewel Cave? When was that? Pretty recently? Second grade, so 2 years ago? Exactly. All right. Did you like it? Was it kind of neat? Have you been in other caves? Yes. Whether we're going to be down in there for an hour and 20 minutes, we're going to get a very good comprehension of the cave. So, a good way to get started in that is to look at this map right up here. If you can't see that, feel free to move over here. Oh, it looks like we do have everybody now. So my name is Sarah. The map is a great representation of the complexity of the cave. It shows us a little bit about why this cave is so different, why it's special. We're going to see that inside, and why exploration is important to the story here. And that really ties into the map exploration-wise, because that map to me looks really teeny. It only shows us 92 miles of cave. That's nothing. Today there's 129 miles of cave. That makes this the third longest cave in the entire world. Rest assured, we don't have to see the whole thing in an hour and 20 minutes. We're going to see half a mile. Yeah. We're going to see half a mile of the cave, but that half a mile is very representative of the entire thing. And hopefully when you heard 129 miles of cave, you thought to yourself, my, we better stay close together as you walk through this cave. All right. We need to stay very close as we're walking through here. If you are farther than about arm's length away from the person in front of you, it's too far. You need to catch up. Even if you stop to take a picture, yes, you must catch up with the rest of the group. And I will not mind reminding you of that. That's very important for our safety if we stay close together. You have a question? Nope. The bats live about a mile to the west, so we're not going to see any bats in there today. Sorry. No bats for you. The other thing we need to do to protect this cave today is make sure we have nothing in our mouths as you walk through the cave. No gum, candy, seeds, toothpicks, no tobacco products, nothing. That is really the best way we can take care of this cave, is to not introduce things. Okay, I'm going to make my way to the front here. And we're stopping in this section, not because it's pretty, obviously, but you can hear the wind. Most of you can hear that? The wind in here is a really good indicator of how much cave there is. This is a barometric system, so when there's high pressure air, like today, it pushes air underground to fill up the cave. When there's low pressure air outside, like when it's going to rain, this high pressure air pushes back out. And the people have studied that airflow moving out of the cave, and it comes out fast. They've determined that because of that volume of air moving outward, that the 129 miles of cave we know of represents only 5% of what is truly part of Jewel Cave. Pretty amazing thought as we take our first looks. Please follow me. If you could walk down to that platform, please. this is such a great place for us to start because this is where exploration begins. There actually was a trip that went into the cave this morning to start exploring. And what those folks do is they get off the elevator, and without using one bit of this man-made trail, they go straight off to their left and start exploring. Right up over this way. So I like that we get to start here as well. And hopefully as you're looking around at this room, you can tell that Jewel Cave looks different. It's different from caves you've been in the past, different from caves you've seen photos of. And this room makes that pretty clear, I think, right away. Part of the reason that this cave is different is because it forms differently than most caves. Now the rock that it's in is pretty common. If you look over this way, you'll see that this is regular old limestone. That's very common in caves. Limestone is a calcium-based rock. It's a place where you could find fossils, things like brachiopods, corals, worm tubes, so calcium-based rock. So the theory here behind cave formation is that the rock cracked, and water got into the cracks from the surface, just like it does today. And that water went through plants, root systems, so it had a chance to pick up some carbon dioxide. It became a carbonic acid. So the theory of cave formation is that you had acid sitting in those cracks and dissolving the limestone to create passageway, to create cave. Just a series of cracks made bigger. Another way to think about that is that our teeth are calcium-based, and soda, Coke, Pepsi, basically is carbonic acid. That's why you end up with cavities, caves in your teeth if you drink too much soda. Same thing. Let's see the video. The sparkly things up in this section up here are called dog-tooth spar. They are calcite, just like the limestone, but they're sharp and pokey. They look like dog's teeth. That's how they got their name. And they continue all down this line right here, this crack. We don't see too much of this, so if you want to take photos, this is the place to do it. The thing we are going to see a lot of is this stuff down here. This stuff is nailhead spar. It's calcite also, but it's more round, not as triangular. And that is how the cave got its name. This stuff coats almost every wall in the cave. So when the cave was discovered in 1900 by white people, they thought, aha, we struck it rich. Things that are tinted purple, that's the manganese. When you see black, that's manganese. We're going to see quite a bit of it. No questions, huh?
Pressure different.
Touch that piece. And major cave building probably started about 70 years. Up in that very first room, I'd said that basically the cave formed by a series of cracks that just got a bit bigger. If you look up above here, you can see we're just standing in a crack in the rock. And you also notice that the walls are all covered with that bumpy nailhead spar. It's everywhere. And this is crystal. So by definition, this had to have happened in water. So the theory behind this is that the water table was filling up this section of cave and had dissolved so much of that limestone in the water that the water just couldn't hold on to it anymore. It was super saturated. So that had to go back out someplace. And out it went. Back onto the walls, but in the form of crystal. I think the best place to see that is looking at this wall over here. You can see that that nailhead spar is merely a coating on the rock. It is not the rock itself. kind of like the icing on a cake. And if you're down that way, you can see that it's sparkly. It really is a crystal. It's just dirty in a lot of places, so you can't tell.
Is that you can kind of see light through there. Is that just from where it came?
Yep. The light you can see up at the top, that's the room we were just standing
I thought
in.
it was coming from outside.
No, we're way too far away from the outside to see light, so. Only one place natural light hits the cave, and that's at that natural entrance, a mile to the west. So every light we see is man-made in here. Any other questions right now?
How did this coating get broken off?
It got broken off because the limestone is weathered, and as it weathered, it pulls away basically. So that leaves the shell with nothing to hold on to, so the shell falls off. Cave's very, very old. This has had plenty of a chance to weather a bit. So that's all natural process. It wasn't done just so we could look at it and see inside the rock. It's all natural.
Amazing it weathers in here.
Well, it's just old, so that happens. Well, if we don't have any other questions right now, we're going to keep moving, and we're going to start to look for different kinds of cave formations. The explorers in this cave have found very, very rare formations. They've also found things you can see in almost every cave. So as we're walking, let's see how many different types of formations you can see.
We're on the ground, all of a sudden we're way up here. Tiff, what do you think of that?
Cool.
Yes,